Thanks to Ford for powering our CES coverage.
What's up, Internet? Brandon Baldwin here. From Gizmo Slip. We're at CES right now, and Samsung is showing us their new Ativ Samsung smart PCs that are going to be able to have separatable keyboards. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. So the big feature is that everything about this computer is in the screen, basically. It is fairly thick. It's thicker than most screens, but it has the processor in it. This is running an i5 processor with up to 256 gig SSD. I guess he's gonna have to unlock it. Okay, so along the actual display on this Ativ Smart PC, we've got
they're all Windows 8, full Windows 8.
You've got a USB port up here. This is a USB 3 right on top. You've got the power button, headphone, and that's a headphone and mic port, so you can do a combo kind of like you can on an iPhone. You've got the exhaust port along with a micro SD card slot right there. Along the left, you've got an HDMI, a micro HDMI, and a volume rocker. So obviously, this is quite a bit more functionality than most tablets are going to have. And obviously, it's going to be running full Windows 8. So it's got a nice, this is basically the competitor to the Yoga Smart PC that the Lenovo came out with. And it's going to compete with other hybrid laptops and tablets. Let's go ahead and move on to the Atom version over here. So the Atom version right here, you can tell it's already much thinner. It's about the same weight and thinness as the Samsung Galaxy Note tablet itself. But this one actually has a USB port along the top. Here, let me go ahead and rotate this so you can kind of see it. It's got a USB port along the top right here, as well as a headphone mic port and a micro SD. So kind of very similar setup with an HDMI right here, as well as a volume rocker. So pretty much exactly the same setup, but except that this one's going to get 13 hours of battery life, and this one's only going to get 8. So you're looking at quite a big difference in battery life, but obviously you're going to get a lot more power with the 8-hour, because this has got a full i5 in it, and this only has an Atom processor in it. So very cool. They seem very responsive, very fluid. This one actually has a 1080p display on it, whereas this one only has a 1366 by 768 display, so basically a little bit above 720p. So that's one very important difference to note between these. Now the price points are going to be roughly $800, give or take a little bit. That's not official yet, and potentially also $1,200 for the upgraded i5 version. So anyway, that's kind of an overview of the new tablet hybrid PCs that Samsung's coming out with this year. We're really excited to see them in action, and yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. Maybe we'll drop test one of them.
Our 2013 CES coverage is powered by Ford. Go further.
Sync App Link puts you in command of some of your favorite apps while on the go. It even allows you to stay in the know with NPR's award-winning news app, navigate songs and stations on Pandora, access Slacker Radio's huge list of stations, and even keep you up to date with your favorite baseball teams via the MLB @Bat app. Better yet, you can launch and control all of these apps with simple voice commands. Sync App Link is just another example of Ford's commitment to keeping you connected while on the go. Thanks again to Ford for powering this Gizmo Slip CES special.
GizmoSlip.com